What is going on, guys? I'm with the Moose, and today I'm bringing you a weapon comparison for Call of Duty Black Ops 2. It is the SMR versus the FAL OSW, and we're going to hop right into it. So first off, the SMR, its damage is 59 to 49. That is the highest actually for any assault rifle in the game. It's actually, I believe, the highest of any gun besides sniper rifles in Black Ops 2, so it's an insanely high damage. Honestly, that's a very, very good trait of the SMR, and probably one of the only ones that really helps it actually succeed in the way it actually does. Moving on to the FAL now, it has a damage of 55 to 40. This will obviously mean that it's a 2-shot kill up close and a 3-shot kill at a distance, same as the SMR. The only difference is that the SMR will do 98 damage with 2 shots and the FAL will only do 80 damage. This basically means that the SMR, you'll be able to put a stun into somebody and you can kill them at long range with just 2 shots, making the SMR a much better choice in terms of damage. Moving on to rate of fire now, the SMR has a rate of fire of 535 rounds per minute if it's single fire or semi-auto, and 416 rounds per minute if it has select fire and it's shooting in full auto mode. So obviously that's a very slow rate of fire if you are shooting in full auto mode, so I do not recommend that attachment at all for the SMR. Moving on to the FAL, you have a 625 rounds per minute if it's single shot or semi-auto, which is actually pretty good, to be honest. You can dispense a lot of ammo in that amount of time, and that's pretty good. And 468 if it is in full auto mode using select fire. Again, I don't really recommend that, especially since it's post-patch. It still has a pretty good amount of recoil now. It's still a viable gun, but it does have a lot more recoil. Now we'll move on to actually recoil. So as I said, the FAL has a high recoil now with the select fire attachment equipped, but it still has an extremely low recoil. If it is semi-auto. This is actually one of the reasons why MLG banned it from their playlist or from their competitive tournaments, is because the FAL is just so deadly, especially in competitive play. But in public matches, it's still allowed, obviously, and it's amazing to use. The SMR, on the other hand, has a fairly high recoil, as you probably see in this gameplay here. It kind of has a lot of kick. I mean, although you can control it and you can slow your fire rate down, that also slows down the amount of damage you're able to actually use against the enemies. So I would say the FAL definitely wins in this category. Moving on to magazine size now, the SMR has a standard magazine size of 20 with extended clip taking it to 26. The FAL, on the other hand, has a standard magazine size of 25 with extended clip taking that to 34. Obviously the FAL has an advantage here. It does mean that the magazine size will be depleted less often, especially since the rate of fires are about the same. The FAL obviously shoots a little bit faster than the SMR, but overall the amount of time it'll take for you to unload all of your ammo will take about the same amount of time, since the rate of fires are a little bit off. Now we're going to take a look at the reload time for each of these weapons. The reload time for the SMR is 2.69 seconds, while the reload time for the FAL OSW is 2.09 seconds. This obviously favors the FAL by more than half a second. This is an extreme help for the FAL, and one to definitely consider if you're going to choose between these two. Lastly, we're going to take a look at what level each of these are unlocked at. So obviously, as you can see on screen, the SMR is unlocked at level 46, while the FAL is unlocked at level 22. This favors the FAL by 24 levels. That is a big gap, and if you're prestiging, it's definitely going to be wise to choose the FAL over the SMR. Now that the statistics are out of the way, I'm going to give you guys my opinions on each of these guns. Personally, I think the FAL dominates the SMR in nearly every category. Obviously, the SMR has the higher damage at close range and at long range. That helps you a lot, especially in long range gunfights. But honestly, I prefer the FAL mainly because its fire rate is ridiculous. If you guys have any type of trigger finger, maybe you have a scuff that has trigger stops or something like that, the FAL can really shoot out a lot of bullets really, really fast, and it can easily kill people. The SMR, on the other hand, kind of suffers from its low rate of fire, and it makes it so it's not as good of a gun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. If you want to leave a suggestion for the next weapon comparison that I'm going to do, please leave that in the description. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you later.